Hi everyone. I stopped doing wisdom hours because I've been having a bit of technical problems with my phone, and I can't do them on my laptop. So apologies for those people who put questions in and I haven't been able to answer. I deliberately stopped asking for questions because I had a bit of a mission getting the provider to sort of sort this out. So it's been a bit of a pain, to be honest, but there you go. Maybe I needed the break too. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and over the next few days and do these ones that I've caught that I haven't been able to do so far. Hello, my question is about my relationship with my sisters. I think it is generally good, but there are a couple of things that have come up for me. With one of them, I don't feel as close as we used to. Her life is too busy with kids, etc. on her side. I feel like I would like things to be more light-hearted. With my other sister, I feel I have to watch what I say, and if I say no to something, I sense she's not happy. I also feel I absorb the emotions if they're going through something, and this can affect me for a good while after. How can I maintain my sense of self when I'm around my sisters and avoid getting into self-doubt and taking on the emotions of others? So it's quite a long question, so we're just going to find the best goal to work with. This is just to kind of simplify it, okay? Work with. We need a goal. The goal is to stay in my own centre when I'm around my sisters, okay? To stay in my own centre when I'm around my sisters. Now, we want to work with the question is, how do you feel about your sisters' position on you? When you don't care too much about what others think of you because you are clear about who you are and that who you are is perfectly acceptable and that who you are is a great addition to your family, and this means that you are not the same as them and they are not the same as you. And so for siblings to think that everyone perceives the world in the same way that they do is a big mistake. Get clear that your sisters perceive the world in a very different way from you, and this doesn't make them wrong, nor does it make you wrong. You just all see the world differently, and so you will find that your sisters react to things in a way that gets you annoyed or makes you feel like they are judging you. However, they are simply seeing things from their perspective and they don't see them from your perspective, so they get either worried about you or they feel annoyed because they feel that you should be able to see or think about this in the same way as them. This happens a lot in families, and each family has its own dynamics between its siblings, but when families won't let other siblings simply be themselves and enjoy the person for who they are and not how they agree with themselves, then there can be great love without all of the tension and misunderstandings that come into play when our egos say, everyone should think the way I do, and I'm the only one who knows what is best, and so on. So these are all issues of the ego that won't help any relationship, but are particularly troublesome in sibling relationships. When you are with your sisters, either on their own or with both of them together, you need to realize that they don't see the world the same way that you see it, and they experience life very differently from you, and that is okay. So don't expect them to back up what you think or practically give you support in any way, because they won't understand where you are coming from. When you realize this truth, you will be able to get together with your sisters without worrying about the fact that they don't agree, or they disapprove, or they place value on things that you don't agree with, and so on. You simply allow them to be who they are, and when you do this, they can get on with their lives, and they can find out for themselves what is reality and what isn't, and you can do the same. Don't invest too much concern about what your sisters think, because they won't be living your life, you will be. And so it's important that the decisions you make about your life are based in what you think and how you feel, and not in any way about what they think and they feel about it. When you encounter them, become clear that this dynamic will continue, because each one of us has a place in us which feels superior to a younger sibling. And that is because, of course, we were further along if we had younger siblings when they came along. And so this child pattern is very easily stuck in the person, and it's hard for them to practice restraint and allow you to have your own opinion without their very wise addition or so on. This is because of the pattern that was set in the family in terms of the order of children born. Understand that your sisters do love you, and don't get worried about all of this. Instead, change the subject and talk about something that you can all agree on or that you are happy to disagree on. For example, politics or something like that, or anything that you know won't get too personal between each of you. You can, of course, share your thoughts and desires and deep feelings with your siblings, but don't expect them to think about it the same way you do. Because if you do, you will get disappointed and you will feel judged. So that's it. Okay? So, there we are. They love you, but there are patterns that are going on in families that sort of set people up to go, she's my little bitty sister, and because I'm older, I know better, and I've got to make sure she doesn't hurt herself, and so on and so on and so on. So once again, things coming from a good heart, but those sort of subconscious patterns that, we don't walk around going, oh, well, I know that I'm older and wiser than her and she should listen to me, and, she's being a bit silly or whatever, people don't. These are patterns that run people, though, and it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? If they're not aware of them, and so sort of go, oh, that's me being the big sister. Maybe I should realise that this, sister of mine is now an adult in her own right and can make her own decisions and know what's best for her. Because I am not her, she is not me. What's important for her is not necessarily important for me, and so on. But that takes a level of awareness, and it can be tricky. Yeah, we often find ourselves falling back into those family patterns without even realising it. Okay, so good luck with your sisters. It just, I love the way it said, just remember they do love you. So don't let any of those things that are overlaid make you forget that and make you feel unloved by them. It's not about that. It's just that they see the world in a very different way. You're all individuals. Okay, so good luck with that, and I hope you find it, because it's probably been, that question's been around for a couple of weeks because I haven't been able to do these. I'm sorry about that. Of course, these are anonymous questions, so I don't know who this question came from, which means I couldn't get back to them. So I do hope you find it, and I hope it's helpful for others of you that might be, struggling a little bit with sibling relationships. Take care, guys. Bye.